Good day. Welcome back to all the crackers in the box. How's everybody doing? A little late on my video today. I spent the whole day at the beach yesterday with my children, and it was extremely exhausting. Got a couple burns. I don't do well in the sun, so there was no getting up in the middle of the night to film, so I'm up stupid early in the morning. Depends who you ask, stupid early in the morning is. And washed my face, brushed my teeth, used the washroom, and I'm waiting for a decent hour to come along so I can make coffee, and I'll just crochet while I wait. Hopefully you can join me. We can just chat about more yarn. Hi. So, happy Monday morning. This is being recorded pre-bingo, Hobie bingo. Looking forward to that. That's my Monday jam, my Monday something for me to look forward to every week. The chats, listening to people talk to yarn and get all excited, really gets me all pumped up. And I have this to work on, and I have like one more day. She's going out for the day, and I have another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. However, we'll make that almost 5 because that's all I have left of this skiing. I went crazy with this. I sat and while we were at the beach, because the sun was a little bit much for me, I did sit and get a little bit of footage of me crocheting, so not a great angle for my face, so I tried to keep it up as high as possible. Don't worry, I know sometimes from the pictures my husband took yesterday, I do look like a troll, so that's an amazing self-esteem booster. But that's fine. It was a nice day. I went outside, my children were happy, and they enjoyed their day. The littlest one decided that she absolutely hates going in the water, but loves to play in sand, so she buried my foot over and over. The other foot, unfortunately, has a spot like that that's absolutely on fire, swollen, and burning. So I'm going to have to put some aloe on it in a little bit. Thankfully, I got a nice aloe plant for Mother's Day, and it's doing really well. My African violet I got for Mother's Day has been blooming non-stop, which I am absolutely just ecstatic over because I've never had good luck with African violets. And yeah, it's just blooming like crazy. And my new spider plants to replace my ones that didn't make it during a move that I'd had for years and years, and I'm talking spider plants, like super strong. The roots were insane. I could not believe that they actually died. And so I got a different variety because I'm still a little choked that those ones didn't make it. One night away, come back and they are not doing well, and they did not make it. So I haven't had plants in the house for quite a while. So for Mother's Day, I got quite a few plants, which I'm pretty excited about. We also were given some plants from a friend, and they weren't sure what they were, and now we have dahlias growing in our boxes out on our patio, and they've bloomed really lovely. So that's super exciting because I've never grown those before. None of us have, so there's a red one and a pink one, I believe. And they just opened up the other day, so they look quite lovely. And that's super exciting. I was trying to propagate some tarragon, but it didn't work out, so I'm going to have to dump out that stinky mess. But today is one of my more intense cleaning days where I do a little more cleaning. So, yay, I'm glad I'm awake for that. But at least I get coffee beforehand and I get to do some Hobie bingo, get this video up. Alright, so I'm just going to show my color change here. We decided not to color control because the way this purples just suddenly start showing up is really actually along the lines of what my mother was looking for. So we got all this beauty here, and then now you're starting to see some purples. And the next color is after the purples. Okay. So this is the color I've just finished. This is our next one. I love how this is going to just slowly incorporate these other new colors. Like this blue is gonna tie in with this purple really nice, and this blue is gonna get darker in the one after it. Make sure I got the right one. I do. So the one after it, so we're just gonna get more and more vivid as we go along, and I am absolutely in love with how this is working out. Okay, let's get this. We've got our pull tab here. Thank you, Hobie. Absolutely love that. It's one of my favoriteest things about using their yarn. How easy was that? Now, I'm gonna have to join my two pieces. But anyway, that'd be nice to just sit a spell. Haven't been getting any new yarn. I don't really have a lot of room for new yarn. This is my main shelf, and 3 and 4 don't really want to keep overwhelming myself. I have quite a few projects that I'm going to be working on, so hopefully I will pick up a piece here and there where someone else will grab it for me when they're out, because I do like to have a little more rainbow color, but I'm not like absolutely destitute without it, so that's okay. I'm sorry if that's what you're here for, but you'll be alright. I'll be alright, you'll be alright. I will definitely be getting more at some point. Just right now, it's just 1 another 3. Okay. It's just what it is, right? I have 2 totes in my closet, like big Rubbermaid totes full of all sorts of rolled up stuff that just I need to get it moved and used, and I don't want to do the whole destashing thing. I really actually got these because I had ideas for them, so that's what I'd like to do. Anyways, I'm going to keep on going with this. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to put lotion on this morning after washing my hands. Kind of can feel how dried out I am. I'm having to drink lots of extra water. Surprisingly, I didn't burn too bad. There's a little bit of redness on my shoulders. And I did try out my shirt, which actually really did protect me quite a bit, so I'm very happy with that. I found the lake to be way too cold for me, even though it's been hot. And my blood pressure and iron dropped to the point where I was sitting in the sun and I was absolutely freezing. I had to wrap up in a towel and I wasn't wet. So that wasn't the funnest situation, and I wasn't too excited about it. 1, 3, 4. But we had a picnic. I made it out. So, that counts. It does count. I made the effort. And I will again. I just got to get out earlier in the day. 2 o'clock is my bad time of day. That's when my blood pressure just seems to absolutely bottom out, and I don't feel safe being out in public because it bottoms out, like I don't pass out like I was for quite a while, but I still feel really woozy and a little faint, and it's very frustrating for me and the family because I eat a lot of iron, I eat a lot of salt. We can't tell if it's my blood pressure or my iron, but it's probably a mixture of both because I have low iron and low blood pressure, like way low, to the point where they had to monitor me quite a bit during my pregnancy, and it's just actually how I am. Even right now, if I go get my blood pressure checked, it's super duper low. My mom's got sky high. We can't quite figure out why mine's always been so very, very low. So, because low iron doesn't have low blood pressure doesn't have a lot of study behind it, all they can tell me to do is just have some salt. So go eat some fries. Darn, I absolutely love salt, so I'll go make some carbs and put some salt on it. And that's what I gotta do. So I need 1, 2, and then we'll do 3 and another. Okay. Figuring out the pattern for this, because we're past the point of following the pattern. They give me a general idea of what to repeat, and then I just keep repeating it until I reach my desired length. Cool. So now we're kind of on our own. We're out in uncharted territory. So I need to have 2 chains in between. Alright, I can handle that. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wish it wasn't 5 in the morning and that I could make a cup of coffee. It's just that we have a little 2-cupper, and if I make coffee and there's no one else to take the other coffee, by the time I go get the other coffee, the 2nd cup, it is extremely burnt and not very, very pleasant. So that is not a fun time. Okay, 1, 2. So this morning, I see on Facebook a post from Hobie. They are going to be doing competitions. So I put my shirt in. It said knit, but I did notice other submissions had to be crochet. There's no way that was knitted. So I probably will get disqualified because it says knit. So I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna give up on myself. I'm gonna try. I love my shirt, and it's gotten a lot of positive reviews on Facebook and whatnot. A lot of people are absolutely loving it, asking me for the pattern, which there is not one. And I'm actually super proud of how it turned out. I didn't use a pattern. It came from what I wanted it to look like in my mind. I wanted it to just the middle to be so bright, and then the darker colors to spread from it and to be almost mirror-like. And I wanted it to be loose and flowy, like it's could almost go for like a really short mod type dress, but I'm a little bit older and a little bit chunky, so I don't want to be wearing it like that. But like yesterday, to go in the water, which I did attempt wading in, I did kind of loosely tie it behind me so it wouldn't go in the water. I didn't want to get it wet. I mean, I wore it at the beach, but it doesn't mean I'm going to let it get ruined. The only thing I didn't like about the beach, though, is that we had a lot of Canadian geese there, and there's geese poop everywhere. So we got home, and I had to wash both my girls because one of them decided that she was going to get soaking wet and roll in the sand, which was all full of geese poop, and it got everywhere, and I mean everywhere. There was a lot of extra scrubbing. 2, 3, 4. So we got home, bathed that child first, because the other one didn't really go in the water, so she still was playing in that goose poop sand, so I made sure her hands were super clean and got her bathing suit off and all that niceness. So I get the big one in, start the day's dishes, so the kitchen's clean so my husband can make dinner, start the laundry from the beach. I'm doing all this at the same time, and then the little one decides it's time to do a boom boom, so I had to take care of that too. And yeah, but we had a lovely barbecue, burgers, corn on the cob. I think, was that last night or the night before? I'm a little weirded out. No, the night before we had some lovely baked potatoes. And I'm kind of off dairy, so I am not sure about it. I think I got COVID before it became the pandemic, and because that, whatever that was just the most brutal sickness I've ever been through. I'm not even beat out getting chickenpox at 22. But I was feverish for 5 days straight. Like, I had to wash down absolutely everything I touched material-wise, like the beds, the bedding, that kind of thing, because everything just smelled so bad. But there's this thing that I've been looking up because I don't understand what it is. It started with sour cream. Sour cream tastes wrong. I can't even explain how it tastes wrong. It doesn't taste rotten. It tastes like there's something wrong with it, like something with the bacteria, something, I don't know. I getting the same vibe from milk and lots of cheese, and I'm a big cheese fan. Like, I can't even enjoy cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Cheesecake is my favorite. I can't have a bagel and cream cheese. I cannot handle cream cheese. It's just not good. So I've just decided to cut it out, which saves the family, I guess. I'm able to have a little bit of whole milk in my coffee, but not a whole lot. But like a cream, I can't stand the smell of it. Like, I smelled it and just, it made me gag. And it is just the weirdest thing. Like I said, it doesn't smell rotten. It doesn't do anything like that. But it definitely is wrong. And so I've been off of dairy for a little bit. So I have a baked potato, and I don't get to put cream cheese on, or sorry, sour cream on it. I can't even stand it being at the table when I'm there. Alright. Let's see if I can do that one. Here we go. How did that... I watched a video and I'm trying to recreate it, and of course I did not save the video. Around. It looked like a pretty nice solid little knot. I know some people don't like knots, but I feel... yeah, I don't like this. Okay, I feel sometimes, especially with like a cotton, it gets really slippery. I don't want to try to do a Russian join. I do know how to do the Russian join, and I don't overly like it for such a thin weight. Like, if this was a thicker, bulkier yarn, fly at or like do the Russian join for sure. But I don't know, because you have to weave in and out of the strands. It really doesn't work for me for something this small. I don't want to get such a tiny, and it doesn't always stick. I find sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, and that did not do what I wanted to do. Probably because I'm on camera, and camera still makes me a bit nervous. And we're going to go do my usual super tight wrap around twice. We're going to go like that. I'm just going to have to come along and snip some ends later because I'm a bit lazy right now. So if you see some fuzzy spots sticking out, rest assured they will be gone. The knot's actually hidden away. I'm really good at that part. That's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're getting into, where is it? The start of this gorgeous design. And yeah, this thing is going so well. My mom's getting very, very excited. She was watching me at the beach working on it for her. But I'm really, really getting doubtful. I'm starting to second guess myself whether or not I can get it done in time for her. I might be pulling another all-nighter, which usually happens when I'm making a gift for somebody. That's how much I love you. Stay up all night. And I will crochet for you. Even though I got a couple diamond hearts sitting here looking at me saying, hey, how about you finish me, eh? But no, not yet. Soon enough. Decided to put some earrings in today, so that was exciting. These ones, when I used to work at a jewelry place years ago, my boss used to travel the world, and he would ask me what I wanted to sell, and I drew him these particular earrings in this particular size and thickness, and he came back with them exactly like I wanted, so I had to get a pair. I got some super cute jewelry from back then. Long, long time ago, almost 20 years ago, but oh my gosh. I do love my jewelry. 3, 4, 5. And because my nose isn't all stuffed up, I decided to put in one of my nose rings. And that always makes me feel nice. So my holes aren't closed over, which is always good. Because that's always a worry with not wearing your earrings for a long time. I used to wear little hoops, sleepers, and after 15, 16 years, they're starting to get worn out, and I couldn't find my pliers, so now I can tighten them up and hope that they don't keep falling out, because they were falling out. And I mean, I wore them, like I'm talking every day, all night, every day, never take them out kind of thing. Maybe take them out once in a while just to give them a good little polish with my cloth, my silver polishing cloth. But my mind keeps wandering to what my next project will be. I've got 2 or 3 things I'd really like to get going. And I've got a blanket sitting here that I haven't picked up since Christmas. And I mean, it's not really blanket season, but it's not really blanket. It's corner to corner panels. So it's probably because I have to take out a couple rows to fix something, because I don't like the way the graph made it work out, and I'm gonna have to do something about that. Anyways, I'm gonna take a good picture of this. Okay, we good? Is that 3? Yeah, I got distracted. Okay. 1, 2, and this would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, thanks for joining me for a little morning crochet and chat before everybody's waking up, as the sun's coming up on another sunshiny, hot day. I hope you have a wonderful day, and hopefully I can power through this and we can look at what's next, maybe. Because I do like this pattern. It's coming up gorgeous. So, thanks for joining me. Hopefully see you again soon. Bye.